Hello and welcome, this is Best Foot Forward Shoes. My name is Harrison CAYL. Thank you so much for stopping by, checking out this video. It's really appreciated. Oh boy, it is a good day here in Australia today. It is pretty hot. It is getting towards summer. I hope that everybody has enjoyed their summer over in America and the UK, and you're going to be excited about winter and Christmas upcoming, which feels super quick. Honestly, this year has flown by so quickly, but in Australia, we are getting ready for summer, which means a change of seasons. Throw out the jackets, throw out the jumpers, bring in the singlets and the low top shoes, which is exciting. And today's shoe is definitely one of those shoes that I'm going to be wearing a lot during summer. So this is the New Balance and CAYL collaboration on the 1906R in this icy blue colorway. Now, as we know, the 1906R has been New Balance's shoe of choice for collaborations this year. We have had this collaboration, we've had this collaboration, as well as this one and this one as well. And honestly, there's going to be more to come. But I think the thing that New Balance does really well is they know when to strike while the iron's hot. They know when a shoe is hot and when to move on from a shoe, like they've done over the past 3 or 4 years. Now, this shoe was a little bit of a sleeper. Not that many people knew about it. It did sell out here in Australia, but it wasn't immediately sold out, which was pretty cool because it meant that I could pick these up very easily from the New Balance website here in Australia. Now, if you didn't know, CAYL is an acronym for Climb As You Love, which is a South Korean outdoor running and trail inspired brand. CAYL was founded in 2011 by Hoo-jae Lee. I'm pretty sure I absolutely butchered that name, but I've given it my best shot. I'm sorry to any South Korean viewers. This shoe has come from that brand, which items that enhance running and are very breathable and very comfortable. And this shoe definitely reflects that motto of the brand. Now, this shoe did release with this colorway, this blue one, as well as another yellow and brown pair that a lot of people liked, but I personally like this blue and black pair a lot better. Now, first, let's have a look at some of the materials on this shoe. And one of the reasons why I really like this shoe was because of the different type of materials that were used on this. There is first of all, the bottom layer is a white, translucent, very breathable ripstop material, which is very light. And honestly, I cannot think of another 1906R that has had so much breathability built into the shoe and is almost a fit for purpose shoe, which is what CAYL is all about, climbing and trail running. Moving on, over the top of the ripstop material, you have this really nice light blue rubber overlays hitting around the mud guard, hitting around the toes, and just the kind of regular 1906R pattern that we have seen on other materials. But usually it's done in a mesh, it's done in a polyester cotton blend. This is one of the first shoes of the 1906R to have one of these very nicely textured rubber overlays in what I think is one of the best colors that I've seen this year. Moving on to the back of the shoe, you have the classic 1906R TPU heel counter in this black colorway. It is not completely black, it is somewhat see-through, but it is very sturdy and provides a lot of support for your heels. As standard on most 2002Rs and 1906R shoes from New Balance, you have the Absorb technology around the heel. You have the NRG return system here along the midfoot. You have a dual density foam running all the way along the shoe, and these little rubber pods to add some more stability and bounce for every step. In the middle here, you have this stability web technology, which is kind of like a shank plate in the middle of the 1906R, really providing a lot of comfort and also just keeping your midfoot really nice and stable while you're running or walking. Also, a massive difference with this shoe on the materials is that ripstop material goes also onto the tongue, which is a very, very thin tongue. I actually think that this tongue must be one of the thinnest tongues to ever be on a 1906R. I would say it's less than a couple of millimeters thick and really doesn't provide a lot of cushioning at all. So I would probably be wearing these with thick to medium sized athletic socks because the tongue is really not very cushioned at all. But that's okay because the rest of the shoe is very comfortable still. So moving on to the middle of the shoe, you can see the CAYL branding there. You can see the New Balance as well. You can see the logo from CAYL. It's really nice how they tie everything together, along with the very small CAYL mountain range logo, as you can see there on the ankle. Another feature of the shoe, as with all 1906Rs, you have the N-lock technology where the laces of this shoe go around that N logo. It's kind of a dual purpose. It is the logo of the shoe, but also it provides some actual comfort and serves a purpose, which is pretty cool. Moving on to the last piece of this shoe, you can see the draw cord lacing system on this shoe is unlike anything else I've seen on the 1906R. We have rope style laces and flat laces usually that come with the 1906R, but being a trail and outdoor inspired shoe, this CAYL collab decided to go with a draw cord and quick lacing system, pretty similar to like a Salomon lacing system. So that's a really nice detail that I definitely appreciate on this shoe. Now for comfort on this shoe, it's definitely a very thin material around the upper here. It's definitely very movable, but I didn't feel any discomfort, and the sole is very standard to your usual 1906R or 2002R or even the 860 V2 from New Balance. It's exactly the same traction pattern, it's the same comfort, so I honestly didn't feel like it was different from any of those other shoes. And then moving on to sizing for this shoe, I went with my true to size, which is a size 9, a 42.5 euro, and I think that if you enjoy a regular fit, I would stick with that shoe. If because you're running or you're hiking and you like being very locked into the shoe and you don't want to move at all in the shoe, I might want to go size half down. I think that you're going to run into problems when you start to want to wear thicker socks or the shoes start to bend and mold to your foot. I'm definitely happy with a normal true to size, so go down a half size at your own peril. It's kind of up to you, but I went with my true to size and it's perfectly fine. Now, if you know anything about me, I definitely do appreciate a good box. So this New Balance and CAYL co-branded box is pretty awesome. It is in this almost grid-like pattern, and on the side you can see it says climb as you love, and then on the other side it says New Balance, and then the New Balance and CAYL co-branding on the top. It's a pretty cool box. It's pretty standard, like it doesn't feel like it's any stronger or any well structured than any other New Balance brand, but the features of the box is pretty nice. Also on the inside you get this New Balance for Mountains co-branded with CAYL. It's a really cool paper. Mine did get ripped unfortunately in the box, but you know, it is what it is. So lastly, do I think that this is the rival to a Salomon or a Merrell or a Rower hiking sneaker? Probably not. I still think it is a pretty casual shoe. I wouldn't really want to take this on a super big hike, but hey, if you want to get them dirty, if you want to go out there in the outdoors, go for it. It will definitely hold up on light to small walks, and definitely for any of your city running around needs. And honestly, you're going to look like one of the coolest guys on the streets. Also, a question that I've been mulling over, is the 1906R reaching its peak? I feel like we've had a lot of collaborations this year. I feel like we've had a lot of different silhouettes, a lot of different materials. I think that it is almost at its peak, but as I said before, New Balance is really good at knowing when their shoes are peaking, knowing when they are almost done with a model and they're ready to move on. So I think that there's still going to be a few more collaborations with this shoe, and there's still a little bit of life left in it, but it's exciting to see that New Balance is putting a lot of effort into this shoe and that people are still responding to it and picking up some really cool silhouettes. So thank you very much everybody. I really appreciate all the likes and subscriptions that we've gotten in the last few days and weeks. Thank you so much for the support on the channel. We're going to be putting out a few more videos for this year, so thank you so much. If you want to see some more, click the subscribe button down below. Thank you so much. Have a good day. We'll see you next time.